Today on the Code Bet Daily, Matchweek 20 from the EPL and tonight's Big Bash game between Melbourne and Adelaide. Stats guy, what are you looking out for?
Yeah, we're looking at the best goal scorers in the Premier League and some wicket takers in the Big Bash.
It's derby weekend in the EPL. Code Bet Daily, get around it. Righto, here we are. Code Bet Daily. We are back. You're back. I'm glad that you made it back.
Oh, thank you.
It's Thursday. I had to look at this. Thursday, January 12th, but importantly, it is episode 28 of the Code Bet
I can't
Daily.
believe we've actually got that right. I think that's right.
I'm actually surprised we actually got allowed back in the building.
Yeah, true. Well, we're here.
This week.
Speak for
I'm
yourself.
your host, Alex Donnelly. James is, I don't know what James is doing. He's not interested in what we're going to talk
Nah, he
about
doesn't
today.
care.
He's too good for us now. He's a big
Corporate.
bloke. Yeah, corporate Jim, as we like to call him here. The stats guy's here. He's back from holiday. His luggage didn't make it. And you know what?
I don't even know where it
First week
is
back
still.
in the office, too good for us to turn up on Tuesday morning.
Oh, yeah, don't want to talk about that.
Do we want to ask how Christmas was, though, stats guy? You know, just run off some stats. You didn't give a stat of the day while you're in Bali.
Oh, I was too busy.
We're drinking Bing Tangs and, you know.
Yeah, I think the Bing Tangs got to my head. I couldn't think of any stats.
You started the day, could have been, I had 37 Bing Tangs today. My mum yelled at me.
I don't want to say that.
No. Hello to Karen. She's a lovely lady.
Oh, my God.
Look, we're going to talk about the EPL here and sneak in some Big Bash for later tonight. Yeah. This is going to be today's show. Tomorrow, you and James will do one because I'm doing a stats guy. I'm taking a day off and going away for the weekend.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, we don't holiday shame.
Yeah, no, we don't holiday shame.
No,
except
not at all.
we do every podcast.
Yeah, let's rip into the main games that are coming up in the EPL this weekend. We won't waste any time here. First one we're going to start off with is a game from Matchweek 7 that has been pushed back from the Queen's death.
Yes.
And it's Fulham taking on your boys Chelsea, who continue to be a exercise in burning money.
Yeah, huge West London derby. In the past, I think Chelsea have won this match the last 7 times, but this is the first time people are going, this could actually be very close because Chelsea have been horrible. Fulham have been really good. I thought at the start of the season, Fulham wouldn't even be in the top 10. They're up to 7th. So, yeah, this should be a really good derby.
Tony Khan getting a couple of W's in the world right now.
He's going really
Fulham,
well.
$3.35. The draw, $3.50. Chelsea, $2.15. We'll just rip straight into some tips and game props. What are you looking at here, stats guy? You're a big Chelsea man, but I'll tell you what, the faith would be wavering, I would say.
Look, I haven't really been getting on the goal scoring bets for Chelsea. We can't find a goal.
Because you can't score goals.
So I'm taking Fulham, a goal scorer for Fulham, Pereira. So Andreas Pereira, we got Mitrovic out with too many yellow cards.
Yep.
So he's out this
big
week.
Angry Serb. Yep,
he's their penalty taker usually and their main goal scorer. But now you got Andreas Pereira. He's their midfielder. He's their second top goal scorer. I think him to score at $5.30 or over $5 on most sites is very good odds for their penalty taker as well.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm tipping the draw here, $3.50.
I like that, yeah.
Chelsea, not scoring any goals despite spending $1 billion. And the fact that Mitrovic isn't playing as well, I think a draw is almost as good as a W here.
I think both teams will want a draw. I think,
Chelsea actually want to win because Graham Potter could get sacked by the end of this weekend. So
we'll see.
Well, I suppose when you think about it, you're about to spend $15 million on João Felix plus all the stupid wages. And he's only going to be there for 6 months, and you can't buy him. You guys are idiots.
It's been shocking, but it'll be interesting.
Tell you what, it's good going for the best team in London right now. God, it's good.
Oh, yeah. First time in a while, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? It's been rare.
In my lifetime.
Okay, I'm tipping the draw. And what are you tipping Fulham in this game?
I was going to go Fulham or draw or the draw as well. I think the draw is probably the most likely outcome. Both teams aren't prolific goal scoring teams, so maybe 1-1 or something like that.
Yeah, no, I can get around that. So not too much excitement, but maybe more about what Graham Potter's going to be
interesting
up
to watch too. Yeah.
So that'll be in our EPL wrap next week. The next one,
the biggest game of the week.
I'll argue that it's probably the second biggest game of the round. We've got a couple of derbies. It is derby weekend here. We're going to Old Trafford.
Manchester derby.
Manchester United, $4.50. The draw, $3.85, and Man City have been on the drift all week. They opened up about $1.55 at the start of the week. They're all the way up to $1.80. They lost to Southampton in the Carabao Cup this morning,
which
is pretty funny considering Notts Forest are in the semis of the Carabao Cup now.
Yeah, well, I think Man United are pretty good odds for this. I think a double chance bet. I'm looking at the double chance bet, which is $2.06, which it's very hard to get a double chance bet over $2. So this is pretty rare for a team that's in great form. They've won their last 3. They're firing. They've got great attack at the moment. So I
don't think they've lost since the Christmas resumption.
They haven't. No. They've been really good since the World Cup break.
They've played 6 games. They're unbeaten in all 6.
So
they've come back in really good form.
Very exciting.
My theory on City is, and you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, Man City should win. Let's remember, they should win 6-3.
Yes.
But this was in the midst of Ten Hag trying to sort everything out.
They had a very different starting lineup.
Let's be honest, has been a douche. Can I say douche? We're going to roll with it anyway.
You've said a lot worse, I reckon.
I have. Check out our blooper reel on social media. We'll get to that later. City, I feel like they're a team that there's champions in the team, but they haven't got that phenomenal cohesiveness that they've had in previous years. I know that, yes, Haaland's coming in. He's going to score 4 zillion
He'll
goals.
Probably score again
and
at least,
it's fine. Yeah. But it's like there's something that's sort of missing, and I don't know what it is. They don't look as fluid and as almost as structured as they have been in past seasons. Is it because they're bring it back to an AFL term, they're buddy-centric, as in they're always looking for Haaland.
Maybe.
And they're not, in the nice way of saying it, sharing the love. It's always like Haaland.
Yeah.
Like, they've lost more games at this point than they lost all of last year.
It is interesting. In the past few seasons, they've just rotated their squad every game, and it's been working. But this year, they've been rotating their squad and it has been working. So I think they need to stick with a squad.
They got rid of Sterling and Jesus, who would have chipped in for 15 goals each. I haven't got the numbers on me right now, but you think
they wouldn't nowadays, but they could. They could
get 30 goals between them in a season.
Yeah.
But the thing is, De Bruyne would score, Foden would score, Gundogan would score.
Yeah, they're a bit lost at the moment, but I think in a couple of weeks they'll get back to that level. But at the moment, Manchester United are looking really good to about beat them.
Yeah, so I'm going to tip United head to head here.
I don't mind it.
$4.50 at
Very
home.
Good odds. Yeah.
This will be their first win at home in a derby since 2020. I know it's not that long ago,
wow.
but still 3 years when you think about it. That lost to Southampton this morning as well. Also, Ten Hag's just got this squad humming. Having that time off the World Cup break has really helped them. It's really funny. No Jadon Sancho's actually really helped them.
Yeah,
too,
I used to love him, but he hasn't been good at all for Man U. But keep him on the bench.
My bet in this game is going to be Marcus Rashford, first goal scorer, $13. He's scored 7 goals in 6 games across all competitions since they've come back. And let's be honest, I picked him about a zillion times in FIFA, like all the time. I just transfer him straight into my team.
Absolutely.
So I've always had a soft spot for him. But the fact that he's showing how good he is right now, and he's got all the crap behind him that everyone's, you're overrated, stop being a philanthropist and, worry about football. Well, he's showing you can combine both.
Oh, he's amazing.
If he wants to leave United at the end of the season, he's got a very big price tag attached to his head now.
If they win a few trophies, I don't think he will, though. So we'll see. They're the only English team left in all 4 cups, which is pretty cool.
So you're saying they've got a packed...
I think they'll win at least... They could win at least one of the smaller ones.
So you're saying that, but that means their schedule is going to be really, really hectic coming up. So that could be a worry as we look on later, because I think the season goes till basically the end of May, and we've still got 20-something games to play.
Yeah. No, it's interesting.
So that's pretty hectic.
Yeah.
So I'm with Rashford, first goal scorer. You were
United. I did the United draw. Already talked about that, but then I'll go over 3.5 goals, which is $2.75 on Bet365. The last 2 matches have had 5 or more. Man U.
It was 9 in the last game, stats guy.
Exactly. Yeah, 9 in the last game, but I'm saying they've had 5 or more in the last 2, which is 9, which is crazy. They're both probably 2 of the best attacking teams in the competition. So I like 3.5. Yeah.
Yeah, no, can get around that. Okay, we move across to Brighton Hove Albion taking on Liverpool. Brighton $3.50. The draw $3.60. Liverpool $2.03. I said Liverpool would continue their charge up the table to start the resumption from the World Cup.
They've done,
and then they draw to Wolves in the FA Cup over the weekend, which was a bit, how you going? Because Wolves this morning got beaten by Notts Forest in the Carabao Cup.
I don't know how they drew to Liverpool, but they're just the roller coaster Wolves. So are Liverpool, though. Yeah,
I mean, maybe Notts Forest are good because Notts Forest did beat Liverpool.
They're not good.
Go Notts! Come on, I just wanted to stay.
Yeah, I like the atmosphere in the crowd's awesome, but they're not.
Brighton, they continue to punch above their weight despite selling all their players. They lost all their front of house staff with
everyone
Potter
thought they would drop
everyone.
off. Yeah.
They thought they'd go backwards, but this is a big game for them. If they can take 3 points off Liverpool, they're really almost setting themselves up for a shot of either sneaking into the Europa League or even that Conference League, which obviously if you win that, it can get you into the Europa League. So
I think they got a big chance here. I know you're leaning towards Liverpool. Yeah. I'm really liking Brighton win or draw. They have drawn or won 4 of the last 5 times they've played Liverpool. So they've only lost once of the last 5 times, which is pretty interesting with the form that Liverpool have been in the last 3 years. So $1.70 for win or draw. And then Brighton to score first. Liverpool have allowed their opposition to score in 4 of the last 5 as well.
Yep.
So Brighton to score first, $2.25.
Something's off with Liverpool, but you just
their
feel
defense
like
has
when
been horrible.
When it clicks, they're just going to take off. It's
probably,
they can probably sneak into 4th and sneak into the Champions League. That's sort of where they're looking at.
Yep, they got the quality for it.
Yeah, they have. And we haven't talked about it. Your mate Cody Gakpo.
I know he's signed.
Liverpool, Man United, this Chelsea, that. Nah, Liverpool, bang.
I don't even. Yeah, they don't really need him, but if he gets some minutes, he'll score some goals.
I mean, they do. Like Salah's been a bit off. Firmino, they're still trying to find that replacement for Sadio Mane.
Yes.
And you've got the human action movie in Darwin Nunez up front. You
could just stick a camera on him, and he might get a red card. He might headbutt someone.
As an opposition fan, scary if he's playing you.
Yeah,
fantastic to watch because you just don't know what's going to happen.
He's either going to get a goal, a card, start a fight, or
I'm scared he's going to rip his groin off his leg. The angles he's swinging these balls.
Or try a scissor kick. I love watching him. Yeah, he's really good.
I'm with Liverpool though.
Yep.
You brought up the Brighton good record. I just think there is no way known that this Liverpool team with the squad they've got can be this terrible. And I'm saying they've been terrible.
Yeah.
But expected goals against expected points hasn't gone their way. If everything had gone their way when you look at all those stats, they should be.
That probably happens a lot in the Premier League though, but yeah.
Yeah, but they've just had they've been stitched up a little bit and people go, oh, we should have beaten them on the weekend. I don't care about the FA Cup. This is Premier League. Well, I do care about the FA Cup. It's the only thing Arsenal can
Arsenal
win.
are still in it, aren't they?
No, I think we lost. Oh, no, that was Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
But Liverpool, just they need to start building some momentum. They're more than good enough. This is a game
absolutely
to win and then to start winning and get that ball rolling. Or, it's not like this FSG group because they're thinking about selling to sack Klopp. They're probably going to try and be like,
they won't sack him, I don't think.
Get to the Champions League so they can get the sale across the line. That's sort of the MO from the owners, I reckon. But yeah, $2.03 I think is a pretty good
It's pretty good odds for a team that's been very good. But it'll be interesting.
We move across to right now. If you pay attention to selling of companies in America.
Yeah, I was going to say this is all you. I've got absolutely no idea what's going on.
Newcastle $1.53 take on Fulham at $6. The draw $4.40. If you're not paying attention, and I'm just going to be some self-indulgent.
Yeah, go on.
Crap right now. Apparently Newcastle is owned by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia Sports Fund or whatever.
Every second
# sports washing.
Every sports team in the world feels like it's owned by Saudi Arabia now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the owners of Newcastle are apparently going to buy the WWE from Vince McMahon for like $6 billion, which is hilarious. And if you go down a rabbit hole with what's going on in the WWE in the last week, it is awesome. I nearly swore there, Gerald, and I didn't. It is awesome. Fulham is owned by the Khan family. Tony Khan owns AEW, which is the number 2 wrestling company in America. They're about to have a big show in the next 2 hours.
I can't wait. Ding for that. A bit of a wrestling reference that no one else cares about.
I've been waiting 28 episodes for this, but we're having WWE potentially versus AEW on the soccer field. For all of this, I want Fulham to win because it's fun. But Newcastle will absolutely smash them.
Yeah, I think Newcastle should. I'll get back to the soccer side of it all, but I think Newcastle should.
Imagine if they come out to wrestling themes. That'd be sick. Actually, Arsenal do. They come out to wrestling themes. They honestly do because the DJ is a mad wrestling fan.
Oh my god,
it's sick.
I wouldn't want to say that.
if Newcastle come out to Stone Cold Steve Austin's music and Fulham come out to Chris Jericho's Judas, I will lose my mind.
Oh, buddy, I'll be mad. I just want the original chance, please. Just belting it out. English people will hate that. But anyway, I'm going to take Newcastle to smash them as well. I think that halftime, full-time, I think you were looking at halftime, full-time was a good bet. And then my man, Miggy Almiron.
The bookies are finally cottoned on.
They've cottoned on. I think Bet365 the whole season have had him over $5.50 to score. Now he's down to $3.50, which is still very good odds for their main goal scorer.
I'm Newcastle halftime, full-time, $2.30. Yep. I think their attacking lineup's too good. And also you got to remember Fulham on the quick backup from, I think it's tomorrow morning, that game. To Sunday morning. So
they're going to have to rest some players in between. Exactly. I'm not sure what they're going to do.
You'd probably go all out against Chelsea. But we might have to cop a
They're
draw
both big games though because they're very close on the table.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I think Newcastle are well set up to do this. I'm still a bit dirty on Newcastle's horrendous tactics against Arsenal. That was
they got a draw.
They got a draw, but geez, it was like the most boring thing to watch. It was horrible. But if someone hits a rock bottom, God bless. And it brings us to the biggest game of the weekend, Stats Guy. You can have your Manchester derby.
I love the Manchester derby.
You can have this and that.
This is a huge game.
First versus fifth.
Yep.
North London derby.
Huge.
Tottenham.
The original rival.
$3.20 taking on Arsenal at $2.20. The draw. $3.60. Stats Guy, I'm going to steal your job here.
Oh, you're right.
The home team has won the last 6 North London derbies in the EPL.
Right. So Tottenham are going to win, according to that, is it?
You know what they say about trends? They're made to be broken. History's there to be
I think
repeated, all that jazz.
Against the stats, I think, Arsenal will be too good.
You're the stats guy, though.
I am the stats guy, but I don't have to follow the stats every time.
I mean, you got to come up with some more interesting stats. At least your one yesterday was quite good. That LeBron James one, I'll give you.
There we go.
You've got to, I wanted, my stat is I drank an average of 18 bintangs a day in Bali, and 72% of the luggage was left behind in Melbourne.
99% of the
Good job, Jetstar.
Yeah, I hate Jetstar.
You will not sponsor us.
Yeah, that's not an ad.
But yeah, so you're tipping Arsenal here.
Yes. Yeah, Arsenal, I think the way they're playing, their just attack is amazing. Their passing through midfield can break down any defense. And
it's funny how everyone's like, oh, no, Gabriel is just no Arsenal. Like Eddie Nketiah has stepped up massively.
It's a bit like Man City in the past few seasons. You put anyone in that striker position with the passing on display towards them, you put it on a platter, they're going to finish. So Nketiah has been very good on his own right. But the passing to him obviously helps.
And what I sort of enjoyed for Arsenal, like I know they only played with Oxford over the weekend in the FA Cup. It's Oxford. Yeah, I get it.
You still got to get the job done. Yeah.
You still got to win. Yeah. And Oxford threw everything at Arsenal and had a very good structure set up. Arsenal figured their way up through it. They're a bit average in the first half, but in the second half.
Was it 3-0?
3-0. They just went bang, bang,
that's
bang.
what you need to do against
3
the lower
goals.
ranked teams. Yeah.
And it wasn't the strongest Arsenal starting 11, but it's the way
Still got
that
the job
Arsenal went about winning it, which is what gave me confidence coming into a game like this, that if Tottenham set up the way they do, they might go a little bit defensive and try and catch Arsenal out on a counter, because they've got, up front, if Richarlison does come back from injury, he's there, but you've got Song and Harry Kane as well, and Perisic is going to be patrolling central midfield.
Absolutely.
They can very easily catch Arsenal out because they do press up. Saliba is known to make a howler
They're
again.
very attacking.
Same with
side,
Ben White. So it just depends on how that all goes. Ramsdale's in great form, but I just feel if Arsenal and going towards looking ahead to the title, if they're going to win the title,
I think they can.
They have to win this game.
I agree, because Man City can drop points this week, as we were talking about before. If Man City drop points, Arsenal win.
But the thing is, if Arsenal lose and Man City win, everyone go, "Oh, Arsenal, we knew this was going to happen eventually." Well, no,
he's still got a long way to go.
But come on. Of course, you think Man City can win. They're $1.50 to win the title before the start of the season, and they're still that price now, and they're 5 points off. If Arsenal can somehow get to 8 points ahead now, and then you've got, I know there's 2 games against City left, but
I think they can win or draw.
As long as Arsenal don't lose a game to Man City, if they draw both of them.
Even if they lost one, they're still a big chance.
But you're still ahead of them. Well, if you lose one, you've got to win the other one to get the points back. But if both of them are draws, it's like, well, equal points coming out of it.
I still think it's, still Arsenal's to lose. Obviously, they could have an 8-point gap. There's still $2.50 to win the whole thing. I think that's pretty good odds for a team that looks like the best chance.
Well,
even though they're not
if you think City are going to lose this weekend and Arsenal are going to win, you got to take the $2.50
Absolutely,
Arsenal, because
that's what
it'll probably be $1.90 each of 2.
I think it could be.
You might even get over even money for the first time all season of Man City, because that'll be 8 points with
I wouldn't take
19 games to go.
It'll be tough. It's very tough to come back 9 points. But
where does 3 games come from?
True.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm tipping Arsenal to win. I think they're in better form than Tottenham. I don't know what's going on with Tottenham. I'm honestly
a bit of a roller coaster
I know
team.
They're 5th, and if they lose here, they can sit 5th, and if they win, they can get up to 3rd. But I don't know what it is about Tottenham that I'm not buying in.
Well, they've only what's
like Richarlison.
They've only won
he's
2
like
of their last.
Superman when he plays for Brazil.
And
he's like
Clark Kent
when he plays for Tottenham.
Well, they've only won 2 of their last 5. So for a team that's in 5th, that's not a good record at all. They're just a roller coaster. They just need a bit of consistency in their defense, I think, as well. So I think Arsenal could get a few goals.
Well, that's good because you saw early in the season that Arsenal got out the back and just killed them just with their pace.
I think they could do that again. And then I was just having another bet here. Nketiah, anytime goal scorer, $3.20. He scored in the last few games. I've really liked him replacing.
He scored in every game except that Newcastle one since the resumption.
That's amazing. And I think he's fit into that Jesus spot perfectly. Like that's exactly all he needs to do is finish. Might only have a few chances on goal. If he finishes one, perfect. And I think he'll do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm Gabriel Martinelli to have over 2.5 shots. That's usually where his line sits. Just shots on goal.
Nice.
Bet365 don't have prices yet, but every other game in the EPL this weekend they've got that market.
It's a bit later
because it's Monday morning.
But it will be up next few days.
Yeah, they'll be up. And even Martin Odegaard to score a goal, I think he was about $6 to score any time. So I don't mind that at all. That's the EPL.
EPL, there's some huge games.
We'll go across the road to the MCG for the Big Bash tonight.
Awesome, down the road,
Melbourne not so superstar stars at $2.30 taking on, I'm going to be honest, I'm on the bandwagon from this year. The Adelaide Strikers at $1.65. Take us away, stats guy. This is you.
Yeah, I think Melbourne Stars are last. You've got Adelaide Strikers up into 3rd. Melbourne Stars they've lost a few of their international players now who actually were performing really well, like Trent Bolt, and a few injuries as well. So I think will stay last and might not even win a game for the rest of the tournament.
There's like 1,000
There's probably still 1,000 games, but I really just don't like their squad at all. They've got a lot of guys, just a lot of no-name guys that aren't going to get the job done. And Adelaide Strikers.
On the Melbourne Stars.
I don't know.
At least they're getting paid to play sports at the MCG. True. What are you doing?
Oh, you're getting paid to talk crap on a podcast.
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
good too.
Yeah. What would you rather do? Yeah, cop that. Yeah, cop that, Adam Zampa, you coffee making jerk.
But I think
stats guy.
I backed Adelaide Strikers at the start of the tournament and up to 3rd. I think they're still $7 to win the whole thing because the Scorchers and Sixers are a bit ahead on the ladder. But they're still really good.
My magenta boys, the Sydney Sixers, the Eastern Suburbs. God, we're good people. But I'm on Adelaide Strikers. I think they'll get the job done. Despite the Stars having won 3 of the last 4 games between the two.
They had a lot better teams.
And my boy, I'm riding this one hard.
Yeah, I think we've said this
short.
Every game.
I am on him at $34. Most runs in the BBL. Can Chris Lynn go to Dubai already?
Yeah,
Seriously.
After this game, I think unless he makes 100.
Chris Lynn is 30-something runs ahead of Matt Short. Matt Short is like 90 runs ahead of the next closest person. So if Short smacks a big 50 or 60 once or twice, I reckon I'm home and hosed. Having paid a unit deposit last week, I need this Matt Short. Dear God.
Go to the G tonight.
Also, how hasn't he been picked up for the
Australians?
Yeah, the Australian squad yet. Surely he gets a chance to open now that Finch is retired.
Think last season, are you saying in 1 days or 2020? 2020. Yeah, I think last season they picked McDermott and Short because they were up there last few seasons, but they've sort of forgot.
Short keeps getting dropped.
Darcy Short, not Matt Short, sorry.
Yeah, Darcy Short keeps getting dropped.
He's shocking now. So
McDermott's finding form.
I think you'll be in the
I'd
next.
pick Matt Short because at least he can give with his
and he bowls
with his
well.
right arm no turners.
Yeah,
I'd give him a run.
Yeah.
Leo, does he have any turns? He used to play for the Renegades. I'm yelling at the social guy here. They are a little bit, so more than Ashton Agar.
That's true, yeah. A little drive-by.
I need a little chime there. But yeah, I'm tipping Matt Short most runs for Adelaide at 375 and the strikers to get the job done at 65, which is weird. You pointed this out yesterday that when we think that there's like
a heavy favourite,
absolute certainty.
Never over $1.65.
Like what price were Perth last night?
$1.67. So I think because it's 2020, it still can technically go either way. But now we're so far into the season, you can see the heavy favourites. Like strikers in this one, I think could be $1.30 or less.
I also read a stat this morning, again stealing your job, that in 9 of the games since it must have been since the new year, 8 of the teams that have been chasing have won.
That. Yep.
But then it's like, well, you add in the team that batted first the other day was too good. I think that was Adelaide, who were the first team to bat first and win.
Yeah.
But Adelaide chased down 230 on New Year's Eve.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. But it's a pretty cool stat. So if you're watching tonight and the team is chasing.
Yeah, I was about to say, if Melbourne bat first, just launch on Adelaide.
Yeah, I think they're going to, even if they don't, I think they'll still win. But the other bet I was going to take was Adam Zampa, 2+ wickets. He's our only really good wicket-taking bowler at the moment. He's got the most wickets in Big Bash history as a spinner.
Trying to man-cad people.
Yeah. But yeah, he's got the most wickets in Big Bash history as a spinner, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. And it's $2.75 on Bet365 for him to take 2+ wickets.
Oh yeah, that's the Big Bash for tonight. You and James will talk about the weekend's games tomorrow.
Yep.
Have you got a multi or am I doing the multi?
We've both got a multi on here.
All right, you go first.
I'll go first. I'm going an underdog double chance EPL multi. That's a bit of a tongue twister. But
stats guy's going to confuse everyone. Here we go.
No, it's easy. It's easy.
Righto, nerd.
It's easy. So you got in soccer, you got double chance bet, which is Fulham. So this one, for example, Fulham or draw versus Chelsea. So I'm going Fulham or draw versus Chelsea, Brighton or draw versus Wolves, Brighton or draw versus Liverpool, West Ham or draw v Wolves, Man United or draw v City, and that's $8.22 on Bluebets.
I just want to talk about that West Ham Wolves game. That could be the worst game of the season.
It could be the worst game of the season.
But you know who's going to be the real winner of that? The broadcasters who aren't on that game.
Yeah, I think there's every game this match week is awesome, like derbies and then you got the West Ham Wolves, which are both low teams, but I think West Ham will draw, pretty good. So that's
West Ham suck though, man.
I know, but it could be like 0-0, and that covers my bet.
Yeah, I know, but I know Wolves can't. Oh man, I you know what? Good luck.
Thank you. It's pretty good odds for it. You get 2 chances on every team.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm going to be slightly aggressive here. I'm going Brentford to get the job done against Bournemouth head-to-head. Arsenal and Newcastle both to win as mentioned. Then I'm dipping into the NFL. Wildcard week this weekend. Buffalo -8.5. They'll absolutely destroy Miami, so we'll take the -8.5.
I'll take your word for
it. The Jaguars, Tony Khan. Oh, there we go. Another wrestling ding me. Another wrestling thing there. The Khans own Jacksonville.
Who?
At the +3.5 against the Chargers. They're at home. They won less games than the Chargers, but they won their division, so then they
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't get it either, but whatever.
American sports sometimes.
But they smoked the Chargers 38-10 earlier in the year, so bit of recent form there. And Jacksonville have really, I think they've won 4 or 5 in a row coming into the playoffs. So
lovely.
+3.5 there. And San Francisco 49ers to get the job done. They look like they're going to head off to the NFC Championship game, the form they are in.
Awesome.
That is 15.47 with Blue Bet. Get on.
Yeah, load up, apparently.
Yeah, something like that. Good luck, punters. Best bet of the weekend, stats guy. Let's go.
Oh, you're not going to like me again because I'm doing a bit of a niche one again. I'm going a line bet in cricket. So Adelaide strikers are only $1.65 to win. They're only $1.65 to win, but I want to get them a bit higher odds, $1.90 for them to win by more than 9 runs and more than 3 wickets. Or more than 3 wickets. I think they're going to win by easily more than that. Easily more than 9 runs. So that's $1.90.
I stand by the KISS rule. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, but I don't think
you have come up. Your multi and your best bet are like confusing. Maybe
that was not confusing.
We should get a graphic up of these on social to help people out. Leo, there you go. Help everyone out.
It's literally Adelaide strikers have to win by more than 9 runs. It's not confusing.
More than 10.
More than
9.5. You dope.
Oh yeah.
Geez, you don't even know your own bet. Anyway, but this is chaos. My best bet is Brentford. They're going to smoke Bournemouth. Bournemouth are absolutely horrendous. Brentford's last 4, they've beaten West Ham and Liverpool.
I like that, yeah.
They've had a draw with Tottenham and they beat Man City. You can't find better form in the league.
I'm surprised they're
that
high odds because Bournemouth are
Well, it's also because Ivan Toney may or may not play. If he plays, they're absolute certain. He's just...
I've got Weiser and a few other people up front that can still
score. I still think they'll get the job done. $1.61, best bet of the weekend for me.
Lovely.
Is Brentford. Well,
that's it.
We got through. That was a tight 30, I think, maybe even less.
Hopefully.
CodeBet Daily done and dusted. Stats guy and James taking the day off. I'm taking the day off. You're taking another day off. I got ahead of myself. I'm thinking of my day off already. I'll be hitting the highway going to Wagga. Hello to Tim and Trish. Nan, you're going to get a visit as well.
You're doing shout outs.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Get right around the show. Subscribe on all your podcast apps, your Spotify, your Apple Podcasts, your Google Play,
your TikToks.
Whatever else. Yeah, I was getting to the social stats guy. Jeez. Read the rundown. Please like and review it. Ask Stats Guy a question. Is he going to go back to Bali? Will he fly with Jetstar again?
Definitely not either of those things.
Give us a follow on all our socials. Facey, IG, Twitter, TikTok. Even follow Stats Guy on Twitter. He's there at Liam McAllion 13.
Yeah, I might have to change that to not 13, but I'll change it to Stats Guy. So
yeah, there you are. Well, he's at Liam McAllion. Find him. Maybe give him some abuse for some terrible bets. Don't worry about following me. I'm not important. But please send in any and all questions or any bets. Stats Guy, what do we say here?
We say gamble responsibly.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Most of the time, yeah.
Just head to codebet.com.au. We've got a lot more stuff going up over the next few days.
Thanks, Gerald.
Gerald, well done. Thanks to me for being awesome. Leo, I love your socks.
Thank you.
Stats Guy, thanks for turning up.
No, you too.
It's CodeBet Daily. We out.